Hey everyone, my name is Jet Pignano, and this is my 2001 Subaru Impreza 2.5RS, also known as Jasmine. I got this car from my dad's friend and my godfather with over 358,000 miles and a salvage title. We received this car in May of 2020 and quickly started restoration in the following December. Since then, the car has gotten a 2-stage paint job as well as some other cosmetic enhancements. So let me take you guys back as we documented this build to transform this car from zero to hero. Here are some pictures of the car from May of 2020. As you can see, the paint is a bit faded and there are some cosmetic issues throughout, but it was a pretty good base to start. So here's some side profile views of the car. Did come with a Yakima bike rack and some pretty cool Pro Drive wheels. Other than that though, as you can see, the front bumper was pretty chipped from a previous accident. The C-pillar trim was faded due to just sitting in the sun for a while. And there were some Bondo throughout the car. Here's on the passenger C-pillar and on the passenger side of the hood. So we did have to replace those and fix those later on in the build. And here's some pictures of the engine bay and the interior. Pretty clean for a 358,000 mile car. Interior was also pretty good as well. Just needed some light cleaning. And then shortly after that, I installed some 18-inch Team Motegi MR141 wheels on the car. They did look pretty good, just a bit big, and the offset was a bit aggressive for the GC. Then I got some Mitsubishi Evo 10 seats installed. They do fit pretty well in the GC. It makes the driving experience a lot better, but since they are so bulky, the interior feels pretty cramped. After that, it was time to get the exterior together, so I found a 2.5RS coupe wing, pretty big one right here, JDM rear bumper with spats. I did end up throwing those away on accident. I also got the gauge cluster that replaced the center cubby, because my plan with that was I had a scan gauge 2 in the car, and was gonna put this in this housing here, which would look pretty cool. Then some maintenance, I replaced the knock sensor on the car. Not too bad, just it was a bit hard to get to. So a few months went by and it was already May of 2021, just 1 year after we got the car. Pretty much the car as is how I want it to look like. All I really needed to do was just to get it prepped for paint. So unfortunately, the radiator blew due to a disconnected fan wire. So here's some pictures of me and Paolo replacing it, but huge thank you to CSF Radiators for helping me out with this purchase. And the car does cool a lot better now. And now it's July 2021 and Paolo and I start working on my car again for paint. So here's it is, just a few hours just before we stripped it. Hello, I'm Jet Pignano.
I'm Paolo Castillo.
And we just finished our series on his channel actually of a GC shell strip down. So it's back up there in storage now. So now we're going to be starting on my car, my 2001 Subaru 2.5RS sedan. And we're going to be working on stripping it down for paint. So we're going to be working from bottom to top, starting with the bumpers. Here are our tools that we'll be using. The panel poppers, screwdrivers, pliers, sockets, all that good stuff to get all of our parts off today. Headlights, bumper, all that. Yeah. Now we're going to move on to the side skirts.
So
So now we took the side skirts off and mud guards. We're going to be moving on to the rear bumper. So we just took off the rear bumper, taillights, and wing, and we're going to moving on to taking off the side moldings, door cards, door handles, mirrors, and the side marker lights. So we just took off the roof molding and sunroof trim, and now we're going to be swapping over the hood and some other parts from the GC shell onto this car. So you might be able to see why, but there's a lot of Bondo here. That's pretty bad, and I don't think this hood's good anymore, so it's a good time to swap over the new one. So this is the new hood that we put on here. Obviously it's not Silverthorn, but we will match that in paint. There are some little dings and a dent right here that we also have to fix too. But we also have the side molding holes to weld back up. And other than that, just swap the wheels and we'll be good to go out to paint.